If you can do 21 billion naira house for one person, vice president, I can buy for 100 naira.
Very simple. What is difficult there? Nothing. You know, if you can budget billions for something irrelevant, people can buy fuel 100 naira, even 50 naira. Just calm down, listen to this message till the end, and make sure you are part of this positive movement for this positive change in the country, Nigeria. Don't be left out. Just listen to this.
We will do what Africa has not done before. We don't care about the constitution. We don't care about P2B. We don't care about Atiku. We will change the leadership, everything that is called Senate, everything that came with this government, everything that came with 2023 election, we go. Everything. If one person die in this thing, everything that came with this thing, and let me tell you, this protest is not the one we will do. After 1 week, we go. We fire to the fire. We will fire to the. You see the way we have started discussing protests now. Very soon, all spaces will be hosting. 50,000 Nigerians will be on space from all over the world. The funding will be there. The lawyers will be there. If you lock up anybody, the person will be brought out. The lawyers will be there to follow up the court. Anything you want, fire to fire, money for money, anything you want. We will fund this protest more than the elections. What you saw in 2023 is child's play to what is cooking, because this is a fight for Nigerians. It is not. In fact, let me tell you, people, there is nothing like party. P2B can, as far as I'm concerned, go back to UK and continue his life, because the new.
My brother, tell P2B to start running now, so he can leave early. Tell Atiku to stay where
he can go back to UK and continue his life. He has tried. You know, he has done well. He opened our eyes, no problem. But the new Nigeria we are talking about, all of them, Gaskia, all of them, we no want. We go just choose one neutral person. We never touch leadership before. We never smell politics before. Carry and put there. So what we are telling you is that we are coming with a list, and I've said it. Eboji go do no now. Where my own matter is now is fuel. That first week we are starting that thing. Put fuel at 100 naira first. So that we will know whether we are dealing with animals or we are dealing with idiots. We know you people are cows already. But from that first week, as you hear Pium, bring down fuel to 100 naira first. I don't care how you want to do it. I don't know about the analysis of oil in Nigeria. Nothing concerns me with that mass. If you can buy private jet for yourself, if you can do 21 billion naira house for one person, vice president, I can buy for 100 naira. I don't know where you want to bring the money from. I don't know whether it has anything to do with production. If our production will go to 3 million barrels from that first week of protests, provided fuel sells for 100 naira in this country, I don't care. If you are not able to do fuel 100 naira, that is even demand number one. If you are not able to do, because we need fuel. From that first week, we need fuel first. We need fuel. That subsidy that you removed from day one, you will return it. And not just returning subsidy. You will make fuel 100 naira. Day one protest. Fuel 100 naira. That is what everybody in the north, south, east understand. Let's even begin to buy fuel 100 naira. That way we can now see whether we are dealing with human beings. That is the way forward. So please, we must maintain that spirit of oneness. One person die, pakam. I'm not saying police, you should not shoot. Army, I'm not saying you should not deploy. But if you deploy and shoot, one person, pam, gone. Everything that happened with 2023 election, everything that we did in 2023, council, Senate President, House of Rep, and I have said it before, our people are languishing in IDP camps. And during this protest, we might need to fund moving all IDP camp people to the National Assembly complex. That our Senate is a comfortable place where some of our people in IDP camp can at least start sleeping there for now. Because we are in this fight for our brothers languishing in the bush. We need to relocate them to House of Assembly complex, because the laws that are being made there, it is not for us. It has nothing to do with us. where I know that we have a bunch of charlatans and a bunch of wicked individuals, is where a bill was said, if you are in support of Senate overseeing how money is being spent in various agencies, vote yea. If you are not in support, vote nay. They voted nay. They don't want to do anything work. All they after is allowance and salary. So our people in IDP camps need a better place. And I am suggesting, please, as we are planning this protest, we should plan on how to mobilize all IDP camps all over the country, in Jos, Northeast, Northwest. We will pay their transport. Let them come. We have a National Assembly that was built and is being renovated every year with billions with our money. The money that was used to renovate those complexes is our money. And we can decide where our people who do not have homes currently, our people cannot be sleeping under waterproof in the bush. And we have senators driving cars of 200 million. We no longer need their services. We need our people to come and sleep there. And when this protest starts, when the funding start coming in, please, funding number one, move all IDP camps to Abuja to go and sleep. To go and sleep, they need a safe place to keep their head. They have suffered enough. Since we have decided to remember ourselves now, let us also remember them who are in the bush. And when they are in that House and Senate, Nigerians will provide what they will eat. At least we have provided shelter. We would have solved shelter. What they will eat will not be a problem. We will feed them in our National Assembly complex. We will be feeding them. And if care is not taken, we will move to Aso. Because if this man that have vowed that all of us will die, he has vowed, a senator said that he has locked out. When a president has decided to lock out everybody, what he's doing now is one-man squad. And that is the problem of a drug cartel. He's only interested in himself. All Nigerians can go and die. All of us can go to hell and burn to ashes. And since he has wished us death, we return that wish to him. So please, in the coming days, all you need to do, it is not time to come out yet. It is time to begin. Just spread the message. Just be a preacher.
Arise, great compatriots. Our fathers have fought a good fight to bring us to the place where we are right now. And we must not remain in the place where they have worked for. We must also work so that our children will see a better one compared to the one our fathers has fought. Most of us are just satisfied because of things are good for us. You are driving a car or you are eating 3 times a day or more. Does not make, you should not forget that there are people that has not even seen one to eat. You are driving a car does not make you forget there are people that have not, that is trekking a very long distance to go to their place of survival. You are driving your private jet does not make you to forget that many people out there have not eaten. Because the corrupt system is favoring you should not make you keep quiet. The problem of Africans is that we are too short-sighted, irrespective of our serious stealing and corruption, and we think it is wealth we are accumulating for our foolish interest. It has not brought us to anywhere in the global stage. Nowhere. Tell me any African man that is among the top 50 richest people in the world. None. Why? Because you are too short-sighted. We forget that human development is the only thing that is needed for the globalization and modernization of mankind. But no, we Africans, we are just accumulating for ourselves, forgetting the national building, forgetting the national interest. Go to other countries. Just lawmakers might not even be driving a car worth half of what we here, our Senate here, are driving. But here, self-centered, lack of human intent, lack of human sympathy. They are more interested of carrying 500 bodyguard, 500 cars as a convoy, without putting human being in place. They want us to celebrate them in their selfish interest. They want us to celebrate them, hate them, and beg them for bread. Youth, arise. We are no longer beggars in our own land. How can you imagine being a beggar in your father's land? Are you going to be a coward for life? Is it not yet time we arise and face our future? What we are talking about is not selfish interest to benefit any man's pocket. If I can eat 3 times a day, I know there are many people has not eaten even now. If I have access to ordinary phone today, there are many people that don't even know what is called GSM. Talk more of accessing a phone to even come to social media. Is it not yet time we stand up for our own? Is it not yet time that look at the IDP camp, as my brothers have said, in the bush, displaced in their own land, in a country where we have security? It does not take the government in fact, 2 minutes is too much. It does not take the government 1 minute to fight against every high level of insecurity in this country. But do you know what? Because of the cabals that are there, are benefiting from the mayhem that is happening in this country, they keep it going. They keep it going because it is the business they are thriving in. The truth is that the more hunger finish every one of us, they will keep celebrating. Do you know why? Our cry is what gives them joy. Our cry is what they see as their crown. But it's now for us to tell them that we are not going to cry any longer. We are going to seize what is ours by force. It is time to stand up and speak for our own without any selfish interest and without being a coward. It is only coward that is being bribed and they will accept it and hide their face. It is only coward and a selfish man that accepts 100 million naira to betray his own. That person is just a fool. Nigeria, youth, arise. We are no longer fools. Our brothers must have done it in the past. Let me tell you, you've accepted bribe in the past, no problem. Tell them you are not going to take it any longer. Even Judas himself even came to a time, he said, I'm not going to take this money. I will not betray my own. It is time that everyone arise, including those who have sinned before and those who have never sinned before. It is time to arise in unity. They have used tribalism to deceive us. They have used ethnicity to throw us in the trash. When an Yoruba man rise to protest, an Igbo man will say it's because an Yoruba. If Hausa man arise to do this one, it is time for us not to look about tribe. It is time for every one of us to fight for a just cause. A cause that will benefit every Nigerian anywhere in the world. It is time for us to change this narrative of we Africans. Nigeria, it is time to arise. I'm saying it again, arise, O compatriots. It is time for us to arise and fight. It is time for us to arise and fight for what is right, not for selfish interest, not being hidden. Not to be hidden any longer. It is time for us to arise and say no to evil, say no to bad governance. It is time for us to arise and stop celebrating criminality in our own society. There is nothing unique about it. The truth is that the more we celebrate this criminality in our land, the more we raise more coward out there. It is time for every man to come up. Come out in a just cause. The military, come out. We are not fighting this for our own personal interest. It's for the interest of every Nigerian, including for the children of the Senate, including the children of the governors, including the children of the president. I don't understand what we enjoy in being selfish. We need to be bold. To be bold as a lion, to say this is my own. There is a way. Even I found out that animals are now more intelligent than most Nigerians. Yes, animals. Even ordinary fowl protect his what? His chicks, protect his children from the hawk. But we have Nigerians. We don't want to protect our people. The leaders don't want to protect us from the hawk that want to ravage us. Rather, they are the one chasing us outside so that the hawk will finish us. But it's time for us to arise and say no. That instead of that hawk to chase us, because our leaders is now even the hawk themselves, it's now for us to stand up and say, we cannot be eaten by the hawks that we call leaders. They are hawks. They want to take our intestine. They want to finish us completely. There is no hope for the common man in the society any longer. And it's time, this is not time for prayer. This is not time we say, let's pray. Yes, I'm a core Christian believer. I believe in God. I believe in God. But let me tell you, say, should we fold our hands so that evil will prevail? He said no. Even the Bible went forward to say, he said, when you see the wicked, as in when you see the wicked prosper, and he said, you should curse his habitation. Let me tell you, it is time that they will not use ethnicity and religion to divide us as they used to do. They have found out our greatest weakness, and our weakness is not what they are using against us. It's time for the Muslim to arise. It's time for the Christian to rise. It's time for everybody, no matter your ethnicity, religion, to arise for this common cause. Because if we continue folding our hands, there will be nothing left. And our children will see us. I don't have a kid now, but I will have one tomorrow. Our children, the definition of our personality will be nothing less than a coward and a foolish and a selfish man. How would I say selfish? Yes, I can. If I do not work now, at least in the next 2 years, I will still be eating. I do not work till the next, I will still be eating. But I know somewhere there is somebody somewhere that has not eaten even now, and have no hope of yet getting that thing he will eat. So please, every man, every woman, no matter your achievements in life, it is time for us to remove selfishness, to take out cowardness in our life and fight for what is right. To take out ethnicity and fight for what is right. To take out tribalism and fight for what is right. Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, everybody, Fulani, anybody, as long you are in Nigeria, as long you are African, we must fight for a just cause. This is not far beyond the Nigerian interest. Africa must arise. Africa must arise. Africa is one of the most blessed continents in the whole world. Check in every sphere of life. But one thing have kept us backward. This cowardness that is bedded in almost 90% of Nigerians. But there is no problem. Like I said, I could be bribed yesterday, but no more today. So as you were a sinner yesterday, but it's no longer today. I have given you an example of Judas who sold Jesus, but later he returned the money. He said, no, I cannot sell my own. The same thing goes to every son of the politician. The same thing goes to every politician. It's time to do what is right, and what is right must be the only thing that we do. This nation is ours. Let me talk to the politician now. No, irrespective of all the money you have been stealing, and the one you will still steal, I will shock you. None of you is among at least top 100 in the world when they are talking of prosperous richness in ranking. None. If none, yet we are thinking that flying private jet, carrying escort is an achievement. It is time to see beyond. It is time to see. It is time not to be myopic in brain, because this is myopic interest. The interest is so myopic. It's time to have a global business that will thrive all over the world. It's time to say that this social thing is from Nigeria and it's one of the best. It's time for us to export our intelligence to the whole world. It's time for us to export our goods, resources to the whole world. No longer importing. It's time for us to look at to sit on the global stage and teach people what is right and how it should be done. Are we not tired to being lectured? And do you know why we are being lectured all the time? It's because we are selfish and coward. And only coward know what is right and will not do it. Only coward and a selfish man knows that his neighbor has not eaten, yet is rejoicing on the cry of his neighbor. But a just and a worthy man, we always know that the blessing of his brother is his blessing. The blessing of his neighbor is his blessing. So it's time for we youths to arise and say no. Say no. Let's fight. It's time to end bad governance in Nigeria. It's time to end bad governance in Nigeria. Nigerians must stand and thrive in their own country. Nigerians must thrive. I will shock you, those kidnappers, those people you call so many names, bandits, anything you call them, Boko Haram. If you give them opportunity, they will be the best in our society. It's time for we to speak for them. I tell you, none of us is better than them. They are there because of the mayhem these wicked politicians that we call leaders thrown us into. It's time for us to arise. Nigerians, arise. Nigerians, it's time to arise. I will not say much again, but please arise and fight for what is right. For this is the only reason you will be remembered, no matter the lowest level you find yourself in. I don't care if I end up not buying a bicycle in my life. I don't care if I end up not owning a car. But I will be happy if everyone will thrive, succeed, no matter where he's from, no matter the color of their skin. As long as we enjoy what God has given to us, as long, it was funny. I was telling someone 2013 back then when I entered higher institution after finishing WAEC, I was buying custard of Gary for 150 naira. Later I found a place I started buying it 130 naira. Today that is saying Gary is 3.5. In some places, in some of the Gary, they say it's more quality than the others. This is a food that at least 98% of Nigerians eat every day. This is the same food that is now being sold. Custard for 3.5. In some places, they are now buying it 4,500, 5,000. Nigerians, your salaries have not changed. Salary has not changed. Rather, there is continuous inflation. Everything is rising, including the oil we own is now rising. Including the refinery they allocate money to build every year. It's not working. I will tell you, let us not celebrate evil anywhere. Because celebrating evil anywhere, one day it will get to us. I'm telling you, one day it will surely get to us. Look at Dangote. Let us not say monopoly. Dangote, let him enjoy the evil. Let them deal with him. Let me tell you. Let's not celebrate evil anywhere, no matter who is involved. Even when our enemy is involved, let us not celebrate evil. Because wickedness anywhere is wickedness everywhere. No matter how you try to paint it, wickedness is wickedness. Nigerian refinery must start working. That is one of the things we must demand in this protest. We don't care how much Nigeria is owing. We don't care who they are owing. Our refinery must be working. 3 of them. Our seaport and airports must be working. No longer monopoly to favor anybody. Nigeria is Nigeria, and Nigeria must succeed across every state. Our airport must be working. Our refineries must be working. Electricity must be constant. Let them, these things, these three major things I'm talking about now, is the things that make every economy to grow. Our refinery must be working. Just as my brother have said, let a liter be 100 naira, nobody will die. 2013, they are still selling fuel around 65 naira. Did anybody die? No. Did anybody die when they are selling fuel 65 naira? If nobody died then, nobody will die now. And the same that time, even the government is still enjoying all these excessive allowances. So, my brothers and sisters, let's come out. Our just interest. Let our refinery work, nobody will die. They will employ us. Let our airports work, nobody will die. They will still employ the people, us. Let electricity be constant so that the common man can start his small business without having the interest to go and buy one generator. Ordinary generator is 300 and something thousand. So if I even want to start a small business and I just have only 500,000 naira, it's now 800,000 with the generator. We need constant electricity, and this thing is not difficult for any nation in the world to put it in place. Look at China here. Yes, one of the fastest developing economy in the world for over 10 years now. They have the best electricity, and they did not build it with 500 years. It's only in our country they build road for 500 years. Yes. In China there, they have even constructed a road within 1 month, kilometers, so not even year to year. They have constructed a bridge within 3 days. They are humans. They are not gods from anywhere. They are humans. The same thing can happen in Nigeria. At least in the next 3 months, let our refinery be working, including Dangote's refinery. I've told you people, we must not celebrate evil anywhere, including Dangote. Yes, it's a private business, I know. As his own private business is succeeding, so our own will succeed also. Isn't it? Everybody must succeed, no matter who is who. Like I said, it is time for us to export what we produce to the different part of the world. There is no room for selfish man in Africa anymore. There is no room for selfish man in Nigeria. Our selfishness would be labeled as yesterday and no longer today. And our children will know us as a just people, a people thriving for the common good of everyone. And that is what will now be labeled as. I've said it, no matter who you are in the past, let it be the past. Don't feel so bad.